Hi, I'm Zev Friedman.
And I'm Dylan Riles Hamilton.
And together, we're Permaculture in Action! Permaculture is a global movement that seeks to train earth healers who learn how to stitch back together the web of life and reconnect us to each other and to the living ecosystem that we're a part of, but that the industrial economy has disconnected us from. And so with permaculture, we hope to make those connections again. This class is our best attempt to enact that ideal of permaculture in a very tangible way in our community and in a way that can be replicated in other places.
So what we're doing with this class structure is we're linking students who have a desire and a need for affordable hands-on permaculture education with design clients who have designs and have elements of those designs that they have yet to be installed. And so by connecting the students and the landowner clients, we've come up with a class model and a business model that allows students to pay a reduced rate on tuition in exchange for doing some work, and clients who get elements of their design installed by student labor. So we're training the leaders of the future while at the same time developing practical, on-the-ground, living permaculture projects.
This year, it was a 14-day class spread out from April through October, so over the whole growing season here in Western North Carolina. Class is 70% hands-on, actually doing installation of permaculture systems, and then 30% are classroom sections that we've adapted from permaculture design certification courses on topics from designing for economic yield to animals and permaculture systems to aquaculture, natural building and passive solar building, and so on. 6 apprentice crew leaders who trained with us for 7 months before the class began, and they're now acting as crew leaders in the class. So the class of 20 students is divided into crews of 3 or 4 people. We can work on anywhere between 4 and 6 projects simultaneously and have a tightly organized workflow. We start each day with a review of the permaculture principles, where we actually invite students to apply permaculture thinking to different areas of their lives. Then we introduce the permaculture master plan for the property that we're at that day. Then we go into describing the work projects we're going to be completing, break up into crews, complete those work projects to about usually 6 hours of work in the day, and then finally we do a walkthrough and review so everyone gets to see everything that was done and understand the reasoning for why things were done the way they were.
We did a lot of the things that people typically think of when they think of permaculture design. Edible landscaping, using plants such as strawberries, elderberries, chestnuts, hazelnuts, sochan, and other forest garden plants. In addition to edible landscaping, we integrated buildings, water infrastructure, animals, and fungi with projects such as cisterns and rainwater catchment systems. We installed rainwater irrigation systems connected to those cisterns. We built berms and swales for irrigation and groundwater infiltration. Sheet mulch garden beds to suppress weeds and build topsoil. Hugelkultur beds, relying on large masses of organic matter to create a thermal mass and a garden bed that continues to provide fertility and self-irrigates over time. We built ponds, several different kinds of ponds at several different sizes. Some we lined with EPDM pond liner, and some we lined with bentonite clay. Retrofit a pond with an erosion control forest garden guild, including willow species that will be pruned for basket making. We installed chicken runs controlling unwanted vines from neighboring properties, and duck runs to set the ducks out on slug patrol. We installed a graywater system using soil microorganisms and fungi to absorb nutrients and clean wastewater. We built a very multifunctional cob bench which doubles as a retaining wall, which supports a strawberry-blueberry guild on the hillside and simultaneously acts as a neighborhood hub for our clients to invite their neighbors over for a weekly movie night.
We've done group building and emotionally connecting exercises like some of Joanna Macy's work that reconnects activities. We've done all kinds of handcrafts, such as making cordage out of natural fibers that we harvest from the landscape around us, yucca fibers or basswood or tulip poplar tree fibers, making cups and seed jars out of roasted bamboo and roasting it, making masa from corn and then making tortillas on the fire. Also included all kinds of group building activities, and it's really created a sense of a close-knit community that a lot of connections have come out of. A lot of people seem like they're going to be working together after the class is over. This is the second year we've done it. We're learning each year so much, and next year where we're hoping to take it is expanding the focus not only to the urban setting where it has been concentrated so far, but also to suburban and larger rural properties. Some of the class will be happening out at Earth Haven Eco Village near Asheville next year. We're looking for other permaculture instructors who are interested in learning more about the nuts and bolts of this model and applying it in your region. We're interested in working with you to train you in this class model if you want to learn. We're looking for landowners who want to host us on your property and have permaculture designs completed so you're eligible to be a landowner client. Of course, for students to participate in the classes, and for investors and supporters who want to support where we're going with it, which again we ultimately see as a bioregional school that is a leader in temperate permaculture and is training other leaders in this in-depth, hands-on permaculture knowledge and the skills that are required to successfully implement it on the ground in many different conditions and social circumstances. If you want to get involved, please go to the website permacultureinaction.com, contact us, and also sign up for the newsletter there, which will keep you posted on fresh updates with what's going on and what next year's class is going to look like. This class is our best attempt to have an effect on the world, to take action that matters, to get other allies in this process and this badly needed work, and to train ourselves and deepen our own experience and empowerment to help grow the kind of culture that we want to be part of in the coming century.
If we can relearn to live within the bounds of the ecosystem upon which we depend, if we can relearn to meet our needs for things like food, water, and shelter without engaging in the extractive industrial economy, we can cultivate a reconnected, collaborative, cooperative human culture on the planet.
Come to Permaculture and Acid class. It's lots of fun. We hammer, we dress, we dig, we saw, we do it all. Come on to Permaculture and Action class.
Big sir,
Yes,
what's happening here?
we're making a cob raised bed. This cob will diminish, just like all life diminishes, and then it will be regrown, because the lime in the cob is going to actually alkalinize the soil, compost for the future garden growth.
Alright, will you get in the pot and shade right away?